Now, let's meet Amanda and get her definition of what a custom audience is.
Yes, and now I am joined by Amanda Robinson, the founder of The Digital Gal, Facebook ads expert. Amanda, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to Growth Decoded.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to geek out with you today.
Yes, absolutely. But before we get into the whole Facebook custom audiences deep dive, if you will, if you could just, introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about you, about The Digital Gal, and kind of how you got started in this space.
Awesome. So my name is Amanda Robinson. I am the Digital Gal. I teach Facebook advertising with my Swift Kick in the Ads membership program, my 4-week Facebook ads boot camp. I live, eat, breathe, and sleep Facebook advertising. I've been doing this basically since Facebook ads were a thing. So I've been in the game quite a long time, but my main focus is on small and medium-sized businesses. So people who are spending their own hard-earned dollars and don't have a lot of bandwidth and a lot of deep pockets to experiment with, where you just need to get in, know what you need to do, know what mistakes to avoid, and how to turn that into a successful campaign for a small market, not necessarily big e-com and big scalable campaigns. So that's kind of my focus. That's where I'm at.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, you are exactly the person that we need to be talking to about this. So really what we're trying to do in this episode is figure out, what Facebook custom audiences are, how they function, how you can use them to improve the customer experience and ultimately grow your business. And so I guess if we could kind of start out from a broad sense, when you think about Facebook advertising, I know at least Facebook custom audiences was sort of a new term for me when I was learning about it. So could you is there a distinction between just like general Facebook advertising and where does custom audiences kind of fit into that?
Awesome. I love this question. All right. So let's look at it in two ways. We've got kind of two sides of the park here. We have saved audiences and we have custom audiences. A saved audience is probably what you mostly think about when it comes to Facebook advertising, when you are looking at demographics and interests and behaviors, all of those wonderful, wonderful things that you can search and try to target. That's generally going to be on the saved audience side. And I like to talk about these people in ways of cold audience and warm audience. So a saved audience, the general broad one, that's usually a cold audience of people who haven't met you yet, don't know you. It's a first impression and a first touch point. And then we hop over to the other side of the park, and then we have custom audiences. Custom audiences are generally going to be where we're going to be hanging out with warmer audiences, people who have already had some touch point with us, who have a little bit more familiarity. So examples of custom audiences is when we already have data to build an audience off of, whether it's building it off of Facebook's data or building it off of our own data that we're coming to the table. Examples are video views. If people are watching videos on our Facebook page, we can create a custom audience of video viewers, or engaged with your page or Instagram. So anyone who has liked, clicked, commented, shared, anyone who has engaged with that content, we can create an audience of people based on that data. Or customer email lists. If you have an email list of your customers, you can bring that to the table and make a custom audience of people that you can retarget. So custom audiences is basically where the retargeting magic happens.
Mm-hmm.
Saved audiences are more of the cold audience, first impression, first touch point, where we're just trying to find people based on interests and behaviors. So those are kind of two sides of the coin. And when it comes to custom audiences, it can sometimes take a little bit of time to build up those audience sizes before they're really primed and ready to rock and roll.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. That is such a great way to think about that. The hot and the cold. I like that a lot.
Now, Amanda's Facebook Ads Bootcamp, called A Swift Kick in the Ads, is starting up again soon with a new class and new sessions. So if you're interested in learning more from her about Facebook ads, be sure to check out thedigitalgal.com to learn more. Okay, so Facebook lets you put the warm audiences over here and then write ads specifically for them. By granting you the power to place your ads with pinpoint precision, Facebook is giving you the freedom to truly create your ads with specific audiences in mind. You don't have to rely on one-size-fits-all advertising. You can give your potential customers the custom experience that they deserve. You can create custom audiences only with data that you have received permission to use. Now, this should go without saying, but you need to get people's permission to use their data. You can't scrape data from public websites or download email lists from people who haven't given you the permission to contact them or to use their data. You can't keep people who have requested to opt out of your other customer lists or your email lists in your custom audiences. If you've created a custom audience based on a customer list, and then some of those customers have since opted out, you're going to need to update that custom audience. This means that if you're basing your custom audiences on your own data, you need to update them frequently to comply with this regulation. Okay. You can have up to 500 custom audiences on Facebook. So start where you have the most data, and don't be afraid to get crazy and experiment a little.
Hi, thank you for watching. If you are enjoying Growth Decoded, you can find a link in the description to sign up and join the Grow team. You'll get exclusive content and opportunities that have to do with the show. You can also hit the subscribe button for ActiveCampaign's YouTube channel somewhere down here, and you will never miss an update from us.